Yo, it's D.Arthur in the building. I'm talking to you guys today about why men become high value when they decide to go on semen retention. What is correlation between a high valuable male and semen retention? And what's the correlation between a low value male and relapsing consistently? Let's talk about it. Because the thing is, let's talk about life. The man who holds his seminal fluid, usually for an extended period of time, usually becomes more ambitious, motivated, and wants to conquer his reality. The man who's always giving up, who's always giving over to his to his sexual urges, and lets it go any chance he gets to undeserving women or by the hand PMO. He usually tends to attract lower situations. This is all about energy. This is the bottom line. The world gives you an exact congruence of the type of energy that you're giving off. So it would be in your best interest to live a very high vibe life, to exude a lot of potent high energy. Get excited about something. Make it your mission to get excited about something, because once you start getting excited about something, the world meets you in your excitement. You start seeing things opening up. You start seeing the physical manifestations opening up. You start seeing that you start manifesting things at a rapid rate. And I can testify some of this shit is true, because just this is for a small example. Earlier today, I was thinking that I wanted some gum. I wanted to chew some gum at Tic Tac or something like that. But the thing is, I didn't have any access to it because I wasn't near a store. And then lo and behold, when I get home, there is a pack of gum. So I guess someone must have left it there, and it's just in the bathroom, just sitting there. And I'm just like, this might be a small example, but this is just an example of something bigger, because things like this just happen. The thing is, you think about something, you let it go, you go back to your normal routine, your normal day, and then boom, the thing that you were thinking about just comes right back into your physical existence. And this is how you pretty much create your life. So there's no such thing as it's not gonna happen. The only way it doesn't happen is you don't have any belief if it's not gonna happen. So anyways, you become high value because since you're on retention and man was put on earth to procreate, you start realizing, and your body and nature wants you to procreate, but you're not. It doesn't seem like you're getting you're not getting any attraction for anything like that. That's what tends to happen to your body. Your body doesn't think that you're getting any if you're on semen retention, because you're holding it up. So what it does everything in its power to make you more attractive. It just makes you more of an attractive human being. You're just a lot more attractive. You just become more attractive. You might see your skin glowing. You might have pheromones. You might see muscular gains in the gym. You just might be exhibiting a little bit more dopamine, so you might start getting excited about small things. This little things start exciting you. You start becoming your most potent version, and this holds weight in the marketplace. People wanna be attracted to you. People are attracted to you because they realize that you're becoming someone who's sought after, because you're just giving off this energy of confidence and charisma. So if you ever struggle with attraction, conversational skills, start off on going on seed retention, and then compound your results with trainings and things to help you become just more potent version of yourself. The seminal retention is the foundation, and then you start adding more skills to your repertoire, and then you just start becoming an advancing high valuable man. And so the reason why seed retention just makes you high value is because it's nature's intention for you to attract a better version of yourself when you go on retention. You're becoming more, like I said, vigorous, motivated, intelligent. You start remembering things more. start thinking in depth, you start thinking outside the box, if you compound this with meditation, you literally become a juggernaut in this reality. Once you go on retention and you've been meditating, you're literally in vibrational alignment with your higher self. So you start receiving answers to your questions. You start having explanation for some things. Things start opening up for you. People show their best to you. You're just an all natural person that everybody wants to be around just because you're giving off very good energy. But if you're relapsing consistently, you're not as motivated. You're not present. Another thing is just not being present. You're too in your head when you've relapsed. You overthink so many things. There's this thing called the spotlight effect. And it's just this thing where people just think that a lot of people are thinking about them. When really, no one really is thinking about you that much. No one really is thinking that much about you. So you start realizing that if no one really is thinking that much about you and people are only worried pretty much about themselves for the most part, then you have to start caring less, because there's no way that you can be stuck on what other people think of you. And this is what happens when you go on retention. You start just becoming more confident. You start caring less about what other people are saying, and you're not in your head as much. You take action regardless of fear. The people who are happy and get where they want to be is they take action regardless of questions. The thing is, people like to know every single detail before they start taking action. And if this is how you are, you're never gonna get anywhere far, because you grow once you start taking action, regardless of if you know things or not. You just swing, and then eventually as you go on, you start figuring things out. But if you expect to know every single thing at the beginning of something that you're doing, you're never really going to go far. You have to take the action before you figure out the results. So yes, you will start becoming more of a higher valuable man. Your priorities become a lot different. You're not really with the in crowd. Everybody wants to do these things that are not really going to hold a lot of weight in their future. But you're a little bit different. You actually want more from life. You have that primal instinct, that primal desire to crush your reality. You start wanting more. You start attracting better situations and circumstances. You're just becoming someone who is very, very valuable in the marketplace because you're on retention. The mediocre mind might just say, "Oh, there's no way you can just become high value just because you're on semen retention." And from a shallow perspective, yes, they're right. The thing that I'm trying to say is semen retention just gives you that energy to want to create better, because your body seems like it's not satisfied, it's not getting what it really needs. So what it does is it does everything in its power to make you just more of an attractive human being by changing your mindset, by changing your attitude. This is where you can start. Once your mindset changes and your attitude changes, the world is yours. Because people's mindsets are 50%. They don't have that. When I talk about having an abundant mindset, they have this mindset that they think that anything is possible. There's two types of mindsets that you can operate from: the creative mindset and the competitive mindset. 95% of people are operating from a competitive mindset, meaning they have to see things before they can take action. They think that wages are low. They don't think abundance is for them. So they think they have to. They have a scarce mindset when it comes to some certain things. Maybe when it comes to women, when it comes to money, they have a scarcity mindset. But the creative mindset is the mindset that says that all things are possible, regardless of current situation. Regardless of current situation, all things are possible. And yeah, once you start realizing this, and you have this subconscious belief that things really can happen, you start taking action, and little by little, you're changing your reality day in and day out. So yeah, you will become a higher valuable man. And once you start becoming higher value, it's time for you to pick and choose who you want in your life. You can't just be given the time of day for every single person now. You're a man on a mission. You only can interact with people who are on similar vibrational frequencies as you. This is the bottom line. People who have similar mindsets, you might have to. It won't work out as well. You can't really talk to them for a full conversation because you don't have similar mindsets as them. You can only go along with people who have similar mindsets as you when you're on retention, because you start living for the soul instead of living for the flesh. And once your semen retention builds up, like your intuition starts becoming just so high that you start knowing the actions that you need to take, because you start making your decisions based off how you're going to feel after you do that certain thing. And this is how you're basically gauging what your decision making is. If it's not going to make you feel better when you take some sort of action, you're probably not going to do it as much because you're living for your soul instead of living for your flesh. So certain things that doesn't help the soul, you're not really in tune with it. You can't really do it. Your only goal right now is just to develop your soul, so you can get that all-knowing information that you already are. The Most High is omnipresent and omniscient, so he's everywhere and he knows everything. You will start entertaining the qualities of the Most High once you start living righteously, because the Most High rewards a man who is living righteously and helping others and serving others. And this is it, and has faith and is changing and is renewing their mind for possibilities instead of making decisions based off things that they can just see. Things happen in the spiritual realm before they physically manifest in the reality, and this is everything. So you have to start realizing, if, quote unquote, for an example, maybe Amazon was once just a thought in a person's mind, and then little by little, the gestation period, work and tenacity brought it to its empire. And this is how you have to start seeing things. You have to start seeing things from the growth standpoint of just what it can do for you now. This is how you will become great. Like the video, comment and subscribe below. If you have any questions about semen retention, no fap, yada yada yada, make sure you submit a question down below, and then we're gonna see you in the next one. We might see you tomorrow, we might see you the next day, but we're gonna start seeing you a lot more. And then once we start seeing you a lot more, you're gonna start engaging in this content, and then we're gonna start masterminding, and we're gonna really build something great. So like the video, comment, and subscribe below, and we're gonna see you later. Peace out.